Will the XRP price reach $28 by 2025 by following exactly these patterns that have been predicting so far, exactly the XRP price since then? So we have here, like, for example, here support, resistance, support, resistance. When it broke out, it met the target here and then met this higher target. But both patterns in this case can be determined by just having from support to resistance here. You just put it like this, and then you go here, put it like this, and we can see that the target was met. How can we predict this second movement if the XRP price is gonna do that? Easy. This is a bull flag that happened here, which is like this: resistance, support, support, resistance, resistance, and eventually met the target. How do you get that target? You just pull out from the bull flag, a bullish pennant here, put it like this, then you put the target here, and you can see that the target was perfectly met, and then pulls back. These patterns are very important. That's why if you follow this, we can exactly predict with a high certainty. It's not guaranteed every single time, but we do have an almost guaranteed target here. If we go from this support to the resistance, to the support here, to the resistance, and right now we are ranging in between this asymmetrical triangle in the long term. So what target would this gives us for the XRP price here? Well, we can put it like this. So from the resistance here, we can do the support here and resistance here. So we can do it like this. From here, using this target, it will be from here to here, okay? Just like this. Just a moment here, guys, this trading view, okay, here. And so we're gonna put it potentially on where the target is gonna break out. So if it's gonna break out here, then this is the target. The longer the XRP price takes to break out of this target, then the target will be moved to the right side even further. So if it were to break out here, that would be around 2025, around this range, okay? And if it were to do something like this, then the price target would be around $28 if it were to repeat this. What do I think about this? I believe it has a very high chance by using the previous data, which is the point of technical analysis, is to analyze the past to determine the very high likely future. And so as we can see, the XRP price likes to complete these patterns when it is on the long term. When you're looking at short-term time frames, it's another story. But on the long term, we can see that the XRP price likes to just meet those targets. Like, for example, let's grab this range over here. This is a funny wedge scenario. So we can see here, and if you're enjoying this, guys, leave a like to my video and also subscribe to my YouTube channel, Crypto Solutions, if you haven't subscribed yet, guys. And so we can see here that we have a funny wedge using the patterns like this, using the wicks like this. And we can see, I'm gonna see if we can do it from here. Yeah, that's a funny wedge because you have resistance, support, resistance, resistance, support, then resistance, support here broke out for a little bit, but it remained a fake out because of the dump, because of the, you know, the exception, you know, the pan, you know what. So yeah, here breakout, confirmation here, follow through, okay, confirmation again, and then follow through and met the target here. So technically the price target is here, so it overextended. So you can see that these patterns are very accurate when you're looking at longer time frames here. So another layer to it I want to mention also when we're looking at price targets predictions, let's say here, we use this 1.618 Fibonacci extension as a selling point here, because you can see boom, rejection, and then follow through because of the weekly bullish pennants, okay? If we put this on this one, on the long time frame, then we're gonna have this boom and boom. And look at that. You know what's beautiful, guys? This gives us exactly 1.618 Fibonacci extension, around $26, okay? That would be my price prediction for the following years, in this case around $26 for the XRP price. But again, I'm not gonna wait exactly $26 necessary to sell. I'm gonna sell all along the way, okay? But let's say my conservative approach, and this is a realistic scenario, because if you take into consideration the market cap, the XRP price by then will be around $1 trillion market cap, which is very doable. Okay, when you look at the fundamentals for the XRP price, this is very achievable. Okay, and that would be like a percentage from, let's say, from here right now to around here. That would be around a 55x from here, 5,571.43%. That's around 55x in summary. So, and I believe, and using the asymmetrical triangle would give us exactly that target. So I really believe that that's gonna happen eventually. If you need help in the cryptocurrency market, had any questions, investing in short-term, mid-term, and long-term, I have an elite VIP crypto investor membership, which I cover 2 to 3 times per week. Technical analysis on various cryptocurrencies. It can be Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum, Chainlink. It can be HETS, it can be Binance, it can be Quant, ISO20022 tokens, it can be IOTA, XLM, etc. And I also post it's like a signals kind of thing, but it's more towards me showing you what I'm doing in this case, which is trading in the short term and mid term. I put on trading opportunities, which I'm going to show you right now, which are right here when you're seeing the midterm personal trading opportunities. Like this, I update you guys on my trading opportunities and when I'm looking to buy or take profits or sell. Also, when I'm doing dollar cost averaging, I also notify when I'm buying and selling which specific cryptocurrencies. This is not financial advice. But this can be used as educational investigation and also entertainment. So, and also, if you have any specific questions about if this cryptocurrency is good, what about this one? Will it be in the future? What will be the most likely outcomes? Things like that. I can definitely help you with that. I also take into consideration the total solar eclipses, the total lunar eclipses, the Shemitah cycles, and other very, very important indicators which I personally use to determine near bottoms and near tops in the bear markets and bull markets for the Bitcoin price. So yeah, if you need help, you can definitely click in the Patreon link in the description below. Patreon.com/cryptosolutions, and that's how it works usually. Like I have the $50 per month in this case crypto portfolio investment review, but that will be just one payment, so it will not be a per month basis. It will be just one verification. So if you're interested, you can definitely click on my Patreon link in the description below, Crypto Solutions. It will be patreon.com/cryptosolutions, and I will see you guys there. I really appreciate it, guys, and I will help you as much as possible. I will see you right now there, guys. Have a nice day, guys, and take care, guys. So what do I see here in the coming XRP price? So yeah, guys, so we're gonna just keep it very, very summarized here. For the XRP price, there are various patterns right here. So first, guys, just follow my lead. I'm gonna make this as easy as possible. If you don't know technical analysis, you're gonna definitely learn something new today about this. It's very important that you take attention to the charts, because what you can't measure will be a big risk when you're looking at the markets. Whatever you're not taking into consideration can be also a potential risk. So in this channel, we're gonna help you as much as possible in making sure that we are aware of almost any type of different potential scenario that most crypto channels are not taking into consideration. Okay, it's not only about the fundamentals, you also have to take into consideration the charts. Fundamentals do not make the price action move instantly. It's on the long term. Okay, when you're looking at short-term, mid-term patterns and also movements, price movements, you have to know the charts or you're gonna get wrecked. So guys, the patterns I'm seeing here. Okay, so here, guys, I can see there's two funny wedges here. So we can use this Y line here and this Y line here. Okay, that's one funny wedge. We have the resistance, support, resistance, support. It broke out here. Look at that massive candle to the upside. And now the price target, if you're using this white lines, it should be around $1.96. Remember guys, if this took a multi-year pattern, expect after the pattern breaks out either to the upside or downside, expect for the price movement completion to be completed on a multi-year time frame. So if you have a multi-year pattern, then expect a multi-year time frame for these patterns and this price movements to play out. Okay, so and also this is using like this wicks and some weekly body candle closes here, like one weekly body candle close. The reason I have two funny wedges here, which is now using this blue line, is because if we use the wicks, which is this resistance and resistance, we're having also a confluence here with the resistance. So I like to use wick to wick on long time frames because they're very, even with XRP, as volatile as it is, you still have a confluence, a strong confluence. So you have to take into consideration wicks like this, okay? You just don't put it on just on the body candle closes necessarily. There's always a technical reason from what I have seen so far using XRP and Bitcoin so far, where resistance will be met when you connect the lines dot to dot. You're gonna have that. Okay, so funny wedge, resistance, support, resistance using the blue line, remember, and support. And here we can see that on the blue line, the XRP price resistance, rejection, and then follow through, break out of that. That's the last parallel resistance, and then support. That blue line, guys, is very important for the XRP price to hold as support, okay? Because if it doesn't, then we can see more downside for the XRP price, but it doesn't matter on the long term, okay? It matters if, let's say, you're trading in the short term and you're in a trade right now. But remember, guys, long term is very conservative with good cryptocurrencies such as XRP, not financial advice, my perspective, my opinion, research purposes only, guys. And here we can see here, guys, that right now, also the last pattern, we can look at this as a descending broadening wedge. We have the resistance, support, support, break out of that, and the price target will be around $2.72. Again, year pattern will take a year to play out, okay? So eventually we will see something like this eventually. So on the long term, okay? So in the long term, we are in a bullish trend. Again, why? How can we say this? We have higher lows, okay? We still have higher highs here, okay? So it is still on that path there, okay? So long term, it is a bull trend so far, bull run. When we're looking at the midterm, then that's another story. Midterm is like, let's say, this range over here. So right now in the midterm, we are starting to, we're in a breaking point where this is starting to break and form a midterm uptrend there. So we're seeing here lower highs, lower lows, but here, higher lows here, and here technically higher highs still. So it is starting on the midterm to turn bullish. This is a determining factor. If the XRP price goes below 40 cents, then that would be very bearish. But we can determine when can that happen, okay? If it were to happen. So I'm gonna go with that just a second there. And if the XRP price breaks another high here, that's also bullish. We can technically say, since the XRP price wicked higher than this, then the midterm uptrend just started, okay? But still, we want to see more follow through, okay? That's using like horizontal levels. That would be like, for example, if you want to see this as higher highs like this, that's the strategy. That's how you determine uptrends and downtrends, okay? Okay, guys, now we're going to the daily here, weekly, okay? We're gonna use this as the Fibonacci tracings here, okay? So, guys, we're gonna daily, going to the daily here. And so if we look at this, we can see, like I mentioned before, guys, When we are pulling Fibonacci tracings here, we can see the movements that are very accurate. So here, pullback, then I mentioned, guys, around this time frame, if expect the XRP price to bounce and go around this golden pocket, because in summary, when we have this Fibonacci tracings, those are these lines. So you put it like from here to here, and then you get these lines over here. Okay, so you got the pullback, and I mentioned, guys, the only way we can expect for the XRP price to go higher, I mean like very drastically, like pump to the upside, first we want to see 2 to 4 daily body candle closes above this 0.786 Fibonacci tracing. That's above 54 cents, or it can be 1 to 2 weekly body candle closes, and then that makes it even almost a guarantee that the XRP price will go higher than this high. Okay, that's how Fibonacci tracings work. If you go above here, usually you can expect to break above this one here, which is, yeah, from high to low. And this can also be used as a dead cat bounce. We have pullback, rejections, and after coming back to this 0.618, 0.65, and 0.786, can be one of this. Okay, if the price can't hold this golden pocket, which I mentioned also when we were here, it's very important for the XRP price to hold this level. Okay, or we're gonna have more pullbacks here. Okay, and that happened also. But again, that confirmed the support. This blue line support was very important for it to be retested. I also mentioned that when we were here, expect either we're gonna retest it now or later on. Okay, but how can you determine if it's going to go from here high or low? We just wait for the confirmations. If we lose this support, then expect this movement. If it breaks this blue line here, 0.786, then we go higher. Okay, in summary, so we have multiple support confirmations, boom. So as long as the XRP price stays above this blue line, this is still bullish. Okay, but I'm not liking that the XRP price is getting below this 0.382. That's another strategy I use. When we have a pullback, go around these yellow lines, and then we come back. If the XRP price starts closing, and I mentioned this before, 2 to 4 daily body candle closes below this red line, or 1 to 2 weekly body candle closes below this red line, that increases the chances of this being a dead cat bounce scenario. What does that mean? Going lower than this low. Okay, that would be, boom, lower than this low. Okay, so right now, guys, it's very important here on the weekly here that we close still above this red line. But why are we seeing a pullback also? Another reason why, guys, we're seeing that, because if we go to the RSI, we are seeing bearish divergences here. Okay, so that means you see this yellow line over here, like this. This is the RSI. So we are having bearish divergences. Why? Well, the wicks, if you look at the wicks, then this is not a bearish divergence, but the bearish divergence counts mostly on the weekly body candle closes. So weekly body candle closes are here, and here is a higher weekly body candle closes here. But here we're seeing lower highs here. Higher highs using the weekly body candle closes, and lower lows using the weekly body candle closes. That's a bearish divergence. That's not good, guys. In summary, that's not good. In summary, that increases the chances of this going even lower. Okay, and I mentioned also, when the XRP price was around this golden pocket, I mentioned the XRP price has to start going higher from here, or we will get that bearish divergence, and that is happening also. So remember, guys, when we're doing technical analysis, we're not trying to predict the price like in a very specific way. Like, for example, let's say right now, okay, I see the price right here, then choose, okay, then it's gonna go high or low from here. No, we use different indicators to have a percentage of where the price is gonna go. Because if technical analysis were to predict perfectly every single move, then everybody will win if they knew it. But that's not how it works. Not everyone will win. So since everyone is not going to win, you will have to lose to some extent. But we're using the most likely scenarios in most of the times. Like, let's say out of the 10 times I stayed, okay, so we are supposed to technically see higher highs just for sample purposes. That means that we have, let's say, let's say 90%. So out of 10 times, I can be wrong 2 times, okay? But that doesn't invalidate that it is a good strategy, okay? So yeah, guys, here that I just want to, just in case, because I know there's not on my channel, I have seen it on others that are like, wow, just can go up or down and so on. But it's just, you have to take it level by level. So that's why you can't just from out of nowhere say, okay, it's gonna go up because yes, you know, or oh, because there's some news over here, so it's gonna go up. No, that doesn't even matter most of the times from the price action here. So I just wanna point that out, guys, just in case here. So okay, what is my perspective? What does the technical say, and what do I think? So what do I think? Right now, I still believe we can still form a higher price movement. Why? Well, if we go to the monthly here, guys, if we use the monthly body candle closes here, guys, which is, this is a W pattern, so we see boom, 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 and boom. If we use the weekly body candle closes, then we already retested that neckline, and we are holding this as support still at this moment. So what is the price target if we are using the monthly body candle closes? That would be around 62 cents to around 69 cents. If we're using the wick to wick, which still hasn't broken out to the upside just yet. So what does that mean? That means that I still have a trade, which I'm gonna show you guys, okay? And I already mentioned, guys, if the S&P price doesn't close from here, I'm going to show you in the weekly quickly. I'm going to go back to the monthly here. So I told you guys, as long as we don't close here above 56 cents, closing 2 to 4 daily body candle closes above this 56 cents, or closing 1 to 2 weekly body candle closes above that, then don't expect for the S&P price to go higher. That's because you can have this rejections and then rejection again. That's why, guys, we are conservative in this channel here. So okay, once that happens, once 2 to 4 daily once 1 to 2 to 4 body candle closes comes above here, or 1 to 2 weekly body candle closes comes above there, what's gonna happen? Well, the technicals state that this is supposed to go to 85 cents to around $1.09. Why do we have 2 price targets? It's because when we are looking at the charts right here, guys, we are on the logarithmic scale. So what does that mean? Just in case you are wondering. So logarithmic, in summary, is putting the price action like this in summary, in a more beautiful way. If we go to the linear, which is here regular, you can see that it doesn't put that pretty, the price action. But which out of the two is better? The long term, because it put not only because it looks more beautiful, but it's just, you can see truly the price action on how it's performing. Most people go to exchanges and see this chart. They're like, oh no, it's bad. But they don't look at this. Look at this. Like, whoom. It looks like, man, it's like, looks like a dream. It's just so drastic. So here, guys, we are taking into consideration both charts here. So when we put this in a regular scale, if we put the targets here, we're gonna have 2 different targets from here to here. That would give us around 82 cents. If we are using the linear scale, around 85 cents. Okay, but if we use the logarithmic scale here, then that would give us here to here, like this, around $1.04. It's around this range. I have it set up like this, okay? So, yeah, I just want to point that out. That's why I have those targets, guys. And so, that's also taking into consideration the monthly. This is a high time frame pattern, so that's why I'm taking a bet on it. So here we can see that this is my XRP trade. Have it here still. We're seeing here my entry price, my price target, stop loss, liquidation price. I have it. This is a very conservative trade, guys. This is a 2x leverage long trade I have here. Again, this is not financial advice. This is what I'm doing. I'm not getting wrecked on this. I'm being conservative with this because I'm trading this. Okay, so I'm putting my money where I believe. So yeah, in summary, that's what I believe. So I also believe beforehand that this is going to break out to the upside, but that's my opinion. That's not what the technicals are stating. Technical states if we break this support, then we can go lower. If we break this resistance, we can go higher. Okay, so if we go to the weekly here, let's see. Okay, that's what I'm mostly seeing here for the XRP price, guys. And again, if we use the Fibonacci tracings on the long time frame, it is very accurate. You can see here, guys, that when the XRP price tried to break out here, look at where we found resistance, guys. We found resistance here, 0.786. Look at that, $1.61. And when we go here, look at this. You have no weekly body candle close above that. That's why I mentioned that. It's very important for the body candle close to close above that. It can wick, it doesn't matter. The most important part is the weekly body candle or the candle close, depending on the time frame. It's just rejection, 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 rejection. 5 rejections and you're gonna just eventually pull back. That's what happened. And then from there, we still are on that path, in that case, okay? So yeah, guys, that's what I'm seeing so far, mostly for the XRP price. I'm gonna see if there's another thing I can point out here. So right now, guys, again, if we want to continue going higher here, then we have to first get above this golden pocket. That's a first. Then break out of the 0.786 and then break out of this neckline, white line resistance. 3 confirmations. First one here, breaking above here. Second confirmation, breaking above the 0.786, and then final confirmation on that white line. So in summary, if we hold support here, then expect this. If we hold support here, expect this. And if it breaks the resistance here, then expect the around 85 cents to around $1.09, around those ranges. Okay, that's the play. Supports. So what happens if the XRP price, let's say, loses support here? Okay, then if the XRP price loses this blue line supports, then net support, that would be losing the support around 45 cents. If that gets lost, then the net support will be 44 cents. If that doesn't hold, then we will see 41 cents. In summary, that's how it goes, and most likely lower, because completing this dead cat bounce scenario, that would be a little bit lower than, that would be around 40 cents. Okay, so those will be the supports there again. And this is my plan, guys. I'm still going to be selling a big portion when it happens, okay? When it happens, I just go level by level. Yes, I can put a time frame. I usually combine time frames. Like, let's say, okay, I expect 2 months from now, we're gonna just, let's say, pump, okay? I still use the technicals. So let's say the 2 months passes by, if still we don't see the price action, I'm not gonna just, okay, 2 months, it's over, okay, bye. No, I'm looking at the technicals also, okay? I just put a time frame so we can know when to most likely get very close to it, in summary. So here, guys, right now it's not looking that good, at least on the short term. Midterm, we are still kind of that in between bullish. Long term, we're bullish. So long term, we're bullish. Midterm, we're kind of bullish. Short term, bearish, in summary. So because this is also like forming a double top, so it's very important for this blue line, for this last blue for this last parallel resistance to be still hold as supports. Okay, so it's very important. Okay, so guys, but still it is still bullish. Why, guys? Look at that, even to the wick. Monthly body cannot close above this blue line. The monthly body cannot close below, but right now we are perfectly holding that as support right now on the monthly time frame. Okay, so yeah, guys, let's see on the 2 monthly here. Okay, that's good. Close above here. That's great. Okay. So yeah, guys, that's what I'm mostly seeing for the S&P price. When it breaks this W pattern, I'm gonna take profits, big portion of it, because my expectation would be something like this, just so you can know. Okay, you have boom, rejection, and then come back one more time here, and potentially do something like this. Okay, that's my long-term play. So boom, take profits, pull back, buy, and up to the new all-time highs on the following years. Okay, that's my expectation for the S&P price. And again, the S&P price didn't went to new all-time highs because of the suppression, because of the SEC lawsuit and other factors going into that, like for example the quantitative tightening starting exactly when Bitcoin tops out. That didn't give a lot of opportunity for the altcoins to pump. That's a very key factor that most people don't talk about. Yeah, quantitative tightening takes also a big role into how most investments like move. As you can see, higher interest rates, you have seen most investments pull back, especially after the Shemitah in 2022. So yeah, guys, we're still on the final stages. So I'm still expecting from July to November a huge pullback for the overall markets. Okay, but still I'm taking it level by level. So in summary, if let's say in the worst case scenario XRP price doesn't pump, then I'm just gonna hold. It's okay. But if it pumps, I'm gonna sell most of my cryptocurrencies here. Then I'm expecting that pullback anyways. Okay, either we're gonna pump and then pull back, or we're gonna have consolidation and still have a dump there. So yeah, guys, that's my expectation for the XRP price. If you need any help trading this cryptocurrency market, or like let's say more like research for trading purposes, to just see how trading works and how it's done and things like that, where do I buy, sell cryptocurrencies in the long term, midterm, short term, when to expect new all-time highs, when to sell near the top, near the bottom, and so on in multiple time frames such as long term, midterm, and short term. Have a Discord group which you can join on my Patreon link in the description below. I do technical analysis 2 to 3 times per week. I do it more consistently there, and yeah, it is a very nice tool, and we have also many other very important indicators which I'm not sharing here, but I have two very good ones which determines, with no joke, almost by the days on when to expect the Bitcoin top and Bitcoin bottoms with almost perfect accuracy. Almost, because yeah, it will not be perfect, but it will be very, it's like, in other words, it's like almost perfect. And I don't say that lightly. Literally, I have the evidence, but that's on my Discord group, and you can see it for yourself. In that case, it's very affordable. I made it on purpose like that, so I can help as much people as possible. If I make it for free, then scammers and things like that can be also very easy for them to just go and ruin the Discord group. So that's why I'm gonna charging to some extent on that also. And also to see how serious are people, and when they're taking my, let's say, research advice and things, not advice, but yes, it's advice, research advice and things like that. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this YouTube video, guys. If you enjoyed this YouTube video, guys, also leave a like, comment, and share this YouTube video with your friends. Also subscribe to my YouTube Crypto Solutions if you haven't subscribed yet, guys. And also click the bell notifications to stay ahead in the cryptocurrency market using my cryptocurrency technical analysis YouTube video, guys. And also, guys, when I I can do technical analysis on other altcoins, also on my Discord group and also here. But in summary, I do it more in a consistent basis on my Discord group. So yeah, guys, if you need help in the cryptocurrency market, had any questions, investing in short-term, mid-term, and long-term, I have an elite VIP crypto investor membership, which I cover 2 to 3 times per week. Technical analysis on various cryptocurrencies. It can be Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum, Chainlink. It can be HETS, it can be Binance, it can be Quant, ISO20022 tokens, can be IOTA, XLM, etc. And I also post it's like a signals kind of thing, but it's more towards me showing you what I'm doing in this case, which is trading in the short term and mid term. I put on trading opportunities, which I'm going to show you right now, which are right here when you're seeing the midterm personal trading opportunities. Like this, I update you guys on my trading opportunities and when I'm looking to buy or take profits or sell. Also, when I'm doing dollar cost averaging, I also notify when I'm buying and selling which specific cryptocurrencies. This is not financial advice. But this can be used as educational investigation and also entertainment. So, and also, if you have any specific questions about if this cryptocurrency is good, what about this one? Will it be in the future? What will be the most likely outcomes? Things like that. I can definitely help you with that. I also take into consideration the total solar eclipses, the total lunar eclipses, the Shemitah cycles, and other very, very important indicators which I personally use to determine near bottoms and near tops in the bear markets and bull markets for the Bitcoin price. So yeah, if you need help, you can definitely click in the Patreon link in the description below. Patreon.com/cryptosolutions, and that's how it works usually. Like I have the $50 per month in this case crypto portfolio investment review, but that will be just one payment, so it will not be a per month basis. It will be just one verification. So if you're interested, you can definitely click on my Patreon link in the description below, Crypto Solutions. It will be patreon.com/cryptosolutions, and I will see you guys there. I really appreciate it, guys, and I will help you as much as possible. I will see you right now there, guys. Have a nice day, guys, and take care, guys. Thank you so much for watching this YouTube video, guys. Have a nice day, guys. Take care, guys, and peace out, guys.